What is talent? Over the last month on this channel, we have looked at the biological, social and psychological factors that affect an athlete in sport. It is in this video that everything will be tied together as we look into what these factors have a direct impact upon. Talent. Brown, 2002, describes the word talent as a special or natural ability and a capacity for achievement or success. Davidson and Sloboda, 1998, listed properties that they found associated with talent. The first states that talent originates in genetically transmitted structures and is therefore at least partly innate. The second states the full effects are not evidenced in early stages, but there will be some advanced indications allowing trained people to identify the presence of talent before exceptional performance is dedicated. The third, early indications of talent provide a basis for predicting who is likely to excel. The fourth, only a minority are talented. And the fifth, talents are relatively domain-specific. It's important to note that this list describes the characteristics of talent, but does not define it. Csikszentmihalyi et al. 1993 would debate the truth behind this though, as they suggest that talent is socially constructive. It is a label of approval we place on traits that have a positive value in the particular context in which we live. This is the definition that I would agree with the most. When most people think of the word talent, they think of the elite athletes that have reached the highest levels in the world of sport. But if this is what talent really is, how did they get there? Must they have always have had this talent? Gagné 2000 suggests there is a continuum involved for talent. He describes the raw material for talent at one end of the continuum as the possession of untrained or spontaneously expressed natural abilities. At the other end is the end product, the superior mastery of systematically developed abilities, and in between these two is development. In terms of systematically developed skills, Gagné broadly categorises academic, arts, business, leisure, social action, sports, and technology as fields of human endeavour. The end product of the developmental process may be described as talents if they reach the top 10% in that field. Impacting on the developmental process are three forms of a catalyst that have positive or negative effects on the process. Gagné calls these interpersonal catalysts, environmental catalysts, and chance. The link between chance and natural abilities relates to Gagné's belief that these gifts are genetically determined. Alike to this, the link between interpersonal catalysts, chance, and the developmental process relates to the suitability of the individual in the field of expertise in which they are trying to develop skills. The final link with chance is to environmental catalysts. This relates to the chance of an individual being born within a certain culture, surrounded by certain people, having access to provisions, and the effects of positive or negative events in their lives. So, which is it? Are we born with talent, or do we obtain talent throughout our lifetime? In my opinion, both. There's a quote that goes, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." This is something that is seen across many talent ID camps across the world. Players will come in with natural pure talent and be the best in their team for a while. But when it gets down to progressing and moving to higher places, the players with the lesser talent in the first place, but the harder work drive, are the ones who start to become more noticed and go places. Talent needs to be nurtured and controlled in a way that pushes athletes out of their comfort zone, but not too far so that they fall out of loving the game. Finding the balance isn't easy. Coaches need to biologically, psychologically, and socially manage and support their athletes. If one of these factors is ignored, then there will be negative consequences. However, when the perfect harmony is found for each individual athlete, this is when we will start to see talent really flourish.